Hello everybody, this is Yoko's Anime Reactions, and this is going to be my review for the Idhun Chronicles Part 2, Episode 1. Part 2 came out today, and they put out all 5 episodes. I don't know why they only did 5 episodes. I'm assuming that's a season right there, is Part 1 and Part 2. I don't know, it just is Part 1 and Part 2. There's no season or anything. Anyway... Oh, good lord. I was not expecting how this episode went. First off, they did a time skip. Not a couple months, not a couple weeks, a couple of years. That's right, they did a couple of years, and I'm assuming that Jack and Victoria are probably, 16, 17 at this point? Alson has somehow managed to keep at peace with himself and keep the beast back, for the most part. And has actually started living in whatever town he was living in. I don't know where that is. But Jack actually managed to find him. Jack's hair has gotten longer, he's gotten a little taller, but other than that, he's about the same. And I'm assuming he's gotten smarter since then. And, actually, Jack has gotten a bit taller to where he's almost, not quite, he's like right here when it comes to how tall he is compared to Alson. Somewhere around there. So, yeah, he's gotten taller. And, he's ready to now work on the resistance again, because he's now at peace with himself for the most part. Give or take. So he thinks that he's able to now fully lead the resistance again, but he's not going by Alson again because he thinks he's not worthy of being called the Alson, the prince of whatever the heck his name, whatever the heck the name of the kingdom was. I can't even remember. So he's going by Alexander instead. Okay, that's fine. So they end up going to Madrid. I'm guessing to take care of a few things. Don't ask me what he has to take care of there. I don't know. And then Jack goes and meets up with Victoria. Victoria's gotten taller, her hair has gotten shorter, and her chest has kind of gotten bigger. I'm sorry, that when I'm looking at a person after a time skip happens, I usually notice features like that, where how tall they've gotten, their like whether their voices have changed, stuff like that, just to indicate that, yeah, they have gotten older, essentially. And I was actually wondering, has Kirtash run into Victoria since then, because the last time we saw him, he was watching Victoria leave school, and he was saying, what was it? Now nothing will keep me from you, and yet he hasn't really made contact with her these past 2 years. Don't know what he's waiting on. If he had nothing to worry about with anything keeping him away from her, what the heck was he been doing this past 2 years? And I guess we'll find out in this episode. Because they all go to Limbad, and, Victoria and Jack end up having a little sparring match, and we find that she's been learning Taekwondo and learning to fight with the staff as a weapon. And not having to worry about using energy, the whole time. She can actually fight while holding it, using it as an actual weapon. As this is going on, we find out that she's been listening to some new music, and the music kind of sounds, creepy to Jack. I'm not sure about it myself, but apparently the guy in question who was making the music never really did interviews, never really got involved with his fans, so nobody got a picture, because Jack was gonna look and see how this guy looks, and Victoria kind of got flustered and said, I like this guy for his music, I don't care what he looks like, and I'm guessing she doesn't know either, obviously, because, yeah. God. Anyway, all of a sudden figured out where Kirtash has been, because he apparently has acclimated to life on Earth for the past 2 years, and is living in, I'm guessing, New York? Maybe? Some big city in the U.S.? That's the only thing I can think of is New York. And, apparently he's going to be in Seattle. At first, when he said that, I was like, how do you even know that? Oh my god. Go away! Ask Grandma for that. Ask Grandma. Let me finish what I'm doing. I got a bump like right here and it's bugging me. I've already picked at it. I really shouldn't. Anyway, they go to the concert. It's for Chris Terra, the one who's doing all the music that Victoria was listening to. And I'm like, oh crap, Kiritosh is going to come after this guy. Well, they are watching the concert, and Chris Terra comes out singing. And I'm like, what? Wait, what? Kiritosh is Chris Terra? And I'm like, oh my god, I was not expecting that. So, Kiritosh has been spending the past 2 years becoming a music idol? Okay! So apparently he's still going after exiled Idunese, or whatever, however you call them, in his spare time, but in his other time, he's apparently been writing music, and while I was listening to the lyrics as he was singing them, I was like, it kind of sounds like he was writing them for Victoria from the way he was writing them. And Victoria came to that same conclusion and decided to attack him outright with an energy blast from the staff, and, well, everybody obviously evacuates. And, I'm starting to think that this could be interesting because a romance could go two ways. Either it could go for Victoria and Jack, or it could possibly go a 180 and go Victoria versus Victoria and Kiritosh. And I'm like, if that actually goes that way, Kiritosh is going to have to be a good guy in order for that to happen. Because I highly doubt Victoria would turn against the others. I really doubt it. The only way that would happen is if she was brainwashed. And I don't see Kiritosh having any brainwashing abilities. From what I know. Anyway, the others ask her about it, and obviously she tells them. And while they're waiting, Kiritosh shows up, starts fighting them, and essentially lets Victoria know, yeah, my offer from before is still on the table if you're wanting it. So, yeah, why has he not come to her at any point in the past 2 years to try and make good on that offer? Because he could have easily set up an online profile, did online dating with her, and got her to show up to meet him for the first time, and then revealed that he's Kiritosh, and gotten her that way. He could have easily gotten her that way. Because, I mean, online dating is not uncommon in that world. I mean, if they got technology and everything. So he could have easily gone that route. If he really wanted her that badly. So, I'm not sure if Kiritosh is supposed to be an anti-hero. I don't know if he's completely an antagonist, because he has gone against the main characters, but he's apparently going against the big bad guy himself as well, because the offer he made Victoria last part, episode 5, was for her to be his empress, which means they would rule Limbad, which means the other guy would not be in the picture and not be the ruler. So, is he planning on trying to find the unicorn and the dragon to fulfill the prophecy, and then take Victoria as his queen? I don't know what's going on anymore. I guess we'll find out. I hope. I really do hope. Hope we get some answers. Anyway, if you found my channel through this show, good. At least I'm not the only one that likes the show. And I hope that you will subscribe, because I got so many other shows on this channel, and once school starts again for my nephews, I'm going to be recording and getting so many videos out, so you guys better be ready. And I just found out that the kids won't be going back to school until probably the 18th. It is currently the 8th. Right now. So, yeah, they won't be going back Monday. It'll be next Monday, most likely, at the earliest. Anyway, I will see everybody next time.